Hello, motherfucker. Alright.
Yeah, back in the building once again, Keep It Simple podcast,
Keep It Simple Studios.
live from Keep It Simple Studios.
It's a fact.
Or pre-recorded, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. We here as always, another week. Thanksgiving is next week. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is next week.
You didn't say who the fuck you was, as you normally do.
Oh,
you
man.
skipped right over.
I ain't get to it yet, man. God damn, you ain't say who you was neither.
Well, you went right in there.
We two mystery niggas right now.
Yeah, you
on
went
fucking podcast and shit. My name is Story Hendrix. Peace.
Story Hendrix,
always,
ladies and
man.
gentlemen. Story Hendrix. Clap it up. We need to put a round of applause in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
gotta
nice.
get a round of
And,
applause.
Don't lie to me, bitch.
Don't lie to me, bitch. Hey, and Toast SR. Yup.
And today's program is brought to you by Jameson and Tito's today. Because we both went to the liquor store.
Yep. This is
So-
an old bottle, actually. I had tequila yesterday. I was penny pinching on that tequila. So I finished that bottle. I'm not very wasteful at all.
Yeah.
I pretty much use everything, clothes included. Like, this might sound dirty, but I'm about to say this shit. Hey, yo, if I get dressed at 2 o'clock and I back at the house by 4, this shit's getting put on tomorrow, man. I used to be a trapper, man. I used to trap. So now it's like I ain't trapping no more, but I can't.
Well, I guess it's only dirty, I guess, if you was doing strenuous activities and you done sweated through this shit and you done funked it up all to be damned.
If I put that shit on, you know, your mama be like, your mama say some shit like, yo, you got your outside clothes on my couch or some shit like that. Yeah, mom. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I wear the same clothes for a day and a half, like a motherfucker.
Well, since the job that I have, I'm over people all day. I try to be fresh smelling every day and shit as much as I can, you know.
The fuck is
chewing
that,
gum and
sage?
shit. Nah, this is Palo Santo.
It's always some shit with you, man. It's always some shit with you. Explain it. You're just gonna leave it out. This Palisano, Galisano Children's Hospital wood. It's the wood from the hospital.
Nah, it's Palo Santo, man. You
Okay.
know, it keeps keeps good spirits around and shit. Pushes the bad spirits away and shit.
Oh shit.
You know, good energies, and I'm all about the good energies.
Okay.
You know, bad energies, all of that shit, man. I'm a fucking weirdo, man. Leave me alone.
Not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. Not the part about you being a weirdo. I'm talking about the the good energy part. So where do they? Is this a tree that they take this from? Or?
Yeah, it I believe it's Peruvian.
And you paid for that? People or?
Nah, I have a friend that drops it off to me actually.
Okay. Right.
You can buy it though.
No, it's just kind of like some aromatherapy, basically.
Not. I wouldn't call it aromatherapy.
I went there to Bed Bath & Beyond yesterday looking for some aromatherapy candles, and I ain't gonna lie, man. While I was there, that lady ain't know what the fuck she was talking about, man. It seemed like she didn't really understand a guy being in there wanting something like that. You know what I mean? Because I asked for that and I asked for a
niggas
bath.
don't go in Bed Bath or Body Works or wherever
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Bed Bath and Beyond. Niggas
We normally
don't
go in there for gifts. You right.
Yeah.
You go in there for gifts, or you don't go at all?
I don't go at all.
They got other
I've never walked into a Victoria's Secret either.
I got kids.
I
I gotta slide my card. That's the only reason I'm in there. I used to go in there. I'll go in there and get some underwear, but I'll go get some underwear and shit. But I stopped doing that shit too for them. I'll let them. I just slide.
Yeah,
the
I
card.
was gonna say I've never been in one. Actually, it's funny. I seen Rufus once walking through the mall and shit. And he was sitting on the bench outside of Victoria's Secret, and we said the same shit. I was like, "What's going on with you?" He was like, "Nah, just chilling, you know, old lady in there, you know, in Victoria's Secret or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, I was like, yeah, I don't go in there neither. He's like, yeah, because it ain't nothing in there for
Ain't
me.
shit in there for us. Ain't shit in there for us. They got, not in Victoria, but I'm just saying that Bed Bath. I like that place, and I also fuck with Yankee Candles and shit like that. I really enjoy Yankee Candles. I get a lot. I get a
fucks
lot
with
of
Yankee Candle.
I get candles. I actually like mine. No, I'm not one of them people that only like they shit when something's going on. I actually just turn that bitch on. I just turn that bitch on as soon as it get a little dark. You know, it's getting dark right now at 5:00.
Yeah.
So I'll turn the candle on in the New York Minute, just like that bitch, let it burn for about 10, 15, and then blow it out.
So Yankee Candle, I fucks with that. Like candles in general, I fucks with them too. Cause you know, sometimes, you know, you light a candle or whatever, and you sitting on the couch. You know, I like to, you know, smoke my weed or whatever. You know, and sometimes I can't find my lighter, even though I've been sitting in the same place for the past 2 hours. So having a candle lit, I could just reach over and light my joint back up, and I ain't got to go to the stove.
That's lazy, but I get what you're saying. I get exactly what the fuck you say. Yeah, I can't find that fucking lighter. Hey, like,
So it serves multi purposes. It smell good. It make the room smell good and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I could light my motherfucking joints off this motherfucker.
see, I come from a family of incense, though. So I prefer a candle over an incense, because I remember the days of having that incense and that bitch dropping down and burning the carpet, you know, the ashes and shit. So I prefer a candle over anything anyway, though, honestly.
I mean, incense is alright, man. As long as you ain't sitting too fucking close to the motherfuckers, man.
It
Especially
depends on who you get them from, though.
yeah.
If you get them shits from the store, not no Arabic store, not no nigga ride no bike down the street with them. They got stores that genuinely know the actual mixture. These candles are genuinely mixed and made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not buying them from some nigga, no witch doctor and
Man,
shit.
what's wrong with buying a Hey, man,
bro,
I fucks with the Arab store incense, man. I just bought a pack today. Matter of fact, I'm about to burn some in about 10 minutes.
I wouldn't do it, man. Don't do that. You gotta get them shits. It's like K2.
I don't put the oils on my skin. I put the oils on my clothes. If I get my little Egyptian musk oil, I'll put it on my clothes. I won't put that shit behind your ears. You fuck around and end up with a bump behind your ear and shit. You know?
Cauliflower ear and shit like that. But I prefer the shit. I'll get the shits from. I got different stores and shit. If I did want an incense, but that's why I switched over to candles anyway. Same smell. I could blow that bitch out. Because, when you like that incense is lit until it's done. Mm-hmm. What nigga putting incense out? Them bitches gonna burn until it's over. You put an incense out?
Yeah, in the ashtray. You just knock the cherry off. Just like
most of the time, it take you so long to get that bitch in that hole in that door anyway. You ain't fucking with it once you get it lit. You know what I'm talking about? Because ain't nobody got no
hole in the door.
Ain't nobody got no incense holder.
Burner, man?
Hell no.
Why not? They come for free if you buy certain types of incense, man.
Let me tell you right now, man. Back in the day, before I became a homeowner, you move into a house and niggas done already put blinds up at that house, and they took their blinds. Them holes are now incense holders, nigga. You know that? You know that? Fuck. All right, we done went off on a tangent about fucking. So, I seen that I'm gonna fuck her name up, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think she prefers it to be pronounced Sha'Carri Richardson.
Who the fuck is that?
That's that ratchet girl, long nails. Long nails, the fastest chick in the world.
Oh, yeah.
She got like that ratchet. I love it though, by the way. I love that ratchet looking. Tatted up, long nails, weave, colorful weave. Oh, right up my alleyway. For real, it's something about a bitch I think that could beat me in a fight that I love, man. Bitch look like she could stomp me out and I'ma lose 1-on-1. I'll marry you, bitch. Well, anyway, her and this other gentleman, I didn't get his name down. Fuck him. I got caught up looking at her. Her and him received Athlete of the Year.
Okay.
That's a big accomplishment. I don't know what book or what magazine it was under or who nominated them, but to be nominated in anything of the year, that means nobody was fucking with you for the year.
Yeah.
Even when they do the GQ magazine, the most sexiest man of the year, who chose it though? Because I could be an acquired taste for somebody else. If that makes sense.
Because I ain't never gonna be the fucking GQ man of the motherfucking year, so it don't make no never mind to me.
You know how you do it though, right?
How's that?
You gotta get rich. Because if you're rich, your whole style will be fucking. Somebody will be solely interested in your style. Trust me.
I'll just be a rich, short, fat nigga at that point.
Okay. That's valid. But I'm just saying, you think they have Busta Rhymes on Men's Magazine, Men's Health Magazine.
See, Busta Rhymes is tall.
Busta Rhymes had a fucking gut on the magazine cover. Everybody else
is tall,
had
man.
on tank tops or their shirt off. Busta Rhymes was on that bitch looking like he had just ate a full Belgian waffle.
Busta Rhymes money. Is tall though, man. He's tall, man.
He got money.
He's tall and he got money. So yeah, man.
What do you classify as tall, by the way?
Fucking nigga, I am 5'8". I'm short, so
I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". Speaking of GQ and Health Men's Magazine, 50 Cent was on that same cover I was just talking about with Busta Rhymes and Method Man, and all them dudes was on their healthy shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But 50 Cent is out of trouble. I don't know if you've seen the video of him on stage performing and then chucking the microphone at that chick or whatever.
Yeah, I did see that.
He had some shit tied into that, and he was looking at some legal shit, and they actually dropped it. So that's pretty cool.
Did that shit right around the time that Cardi B threw her microphone at somebody in the crowd.
Bro,
and bust him in the face with it. You ain't see that shit?
I seen it. What the fuck
What happened with that?
I don't know. I know that his ass was in trouble.
I was gonna say, ain't it amazing how she got away with that shit though? If she got away with it,
a woman and a man. You know, Kevin Gates did a year for kicking a bitch he karate kicked that, but he soccer kicked that bitch though. That was it wasn't worth a year in jail, but it was worth it overnight. It was because he kicked that bitch. He soccer kicked that. He fucking David Beckham that bitch. And she looked just as shocked. Soon as he caught that bitch like right here, like poof. And she go, I ain't no pussy ass nigga. He went right in the Baton Rouge on that hoe.
Yeah, Kevin Gates is
he's a character.
That's a you have a whole episode based on shit that didn't happen with that nigga and shit, man.
Nigga just shock value.
Yeah.
He just say a lot of shit that he know people gonna get and go click through his page. I love it when a woman piss on me. I love wearing a white t-shirt and a woman piss on me. What, nigga? They did the one in the day he was talking to the nigga and he's like, I'm gonna die about mine. And then somebody said, hey dog, we just actually
Hey bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Somebody said, he said, you a general? You gonna die about that shit. You gonna die about yours. Somebody said, hey dog, we just asked you to move your car. They giving speeches out every time he fucking out and about. Yeah. Andre 3000.
Hey, yo, man. I done heard a lot of niggas trying to play Andre 3000 on this album, man. And you might differ in opinion, bro. But, bro, I'm here for it, man. I listened to the album. I thought the shit was motherfucking dope, man. You know what I'm saying? You go on and get, light your little candles, spark you a little joint or whatever the fuck, get your little aromatherapy or whatever going or whatever, and play that motherfucking say that you ain't relaxed and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit fire. Like, yo, on some real life shit, why can't the nigga explore other avenues of his artistry without motherfuckers feeling some type of way about it? You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just like me. You a rapper. Toast SR, you know what I'm saying? You can find him on Spotify right now. You know what I'm saying? Go give my man some listens. Anyway, if you decided one day that you wanted to drop an R&B album, then why the fuck you can't do that? Yeah, nigga can't sing, but nigga got auto-tune. T-Pain did it for years.
I got a song like that myself where I was singing. But in people's defense, when it comes to him, I think we waited so long. He's been labeled as this lyrical genius for all these years. When you think of people at the top of the Mount Rushmore, you know how many people have Andre 3000 as their top? You know, you got Andre 3000, you got Lil Wayne, you got for the people who care, they say Jay-Z. Lil Wayne and Andre 3000 have never really been those people for me.
Mm-hmm.
But for other people, they say Lil Wayne is Mount Rushmore. But at the same time, we waited all that time for the Carter. That's what I was making my way to. I took the long way there. We waited all our time for that Carter album, and then it came out, and it was kind of like, nigga, we just waited 7-8 years for this.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
wasn't 7 or 8 years worth of wait.
Right.
To me. So same thing with him. Mrs. Jackson and all that shit. Different time.
Yeah, different times.
I didn't hear that album.
And he tried a different genre. I mean, honestly, how many for the super lyrical shit that Dre 3000 be on? I know a lot of people is talking the shit or whatever. Oh man, he ain't put no bars on the album or whatever. But how many niggas is really buying lyrical albums right now? Like, let's be honest. How many niggas is even bumping that shit right now?
I bump Benny the Butcher.
I mean, you
Benny.
okay, but you know what I'm saying. Like, and I like Benny the Butcher too. You know what I'm saying. But let's be honest. You understand what I'm saying? How many niggas is on that super lyrical shit or whatever right now? You know, even though like we older niggas, bro.
Okay.
We older niggas, bro.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And Andre 3000 was on some shit. 3 Stacks is like, yo, man, I'm 40 something years old, bro. Like, you know.
I don't know. I didn't hear it, and then I heard people like playing with it, like kind of like they had SpongeBob music, the SpongeBob flute.
Yeah.
And then they had the kids trying to dance, and they like, this is what this ain't none of Andre's album gonna be on TikTok type shit, cause you know they make everything
man,
into a
so
trend.
what, man? There's a lot of grown folks music that ain't on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind a motherfucker stepping out of their zone. The only person who should have stayed where they was, to me, Chief Keef. Musically, he switched over to Sauce Baby, and then he turned into this just kind of fucking around, taking these people's money.
Yeah.
That's really what it turned into. Look, I'm gonna say this, and I guarantee you, I can make $1 million off of this. I'm already hot. They get hot, and then they drop bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there is that, but then there's, you know, like I said, just exploring other avenues of your artistry and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, fuck, Snoop Dogg did it, you know, a couple of times. You heard Sensual Seduction in the fucking Reincarnated album and shit like
that's
that.
That's cool, though, but it
you know,
worked.
Or Music Soul Child has a whole rap album out. Like, did niggas fuck with it? Not really,
Didn't
but
buy that shit at all.
you know, but you know, I mean, the thing is, you know, motherfuckers got to do different shit. Like, I'm a tattoo artist, right? But I get tired of doing that shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, would I rather do anything else? Fuck no. But sometimes I just want to paint. Sometimes I just want to sit and play my saxophone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could dig it.
Sometimes I don't want to fucking draw at all. Like, you know, like I feel like the album is dope.
There's no limitations on art, on expressing art and things of that nature. Do I feel like I need to probably hear it? Yes, I probably need to hear that shit, and then I can give a real opinion. Because currently, right now, I don't see myself giving him a listen. I didn't care that he came back.
Nobody. The thing about it is too that I see that nobody on our side of things is looking at it with an open mind. Like, as far as, like, you know,
you heard the album.
I have,
and you liked it.
Yes.
How many times you listened to it?
I listened to it once. The album is in jazz form, and jazz form is longer songs, shorter track lists.
All right,
so each song is like 12, 13.
Song.
Yeah, each song is like 12, 13 minutes long. You know, so
did he
that's the other thing.
He made an instrumental album.
Basically, it's a whole different genre of music. It's like I said, it's in jazz form. The whole album is in jazz form, basically.
So people are trying to rate him off of an instrumental album in so many ways. If he's just saying, hey, I want to enter into this other market of orchestra, and people are like, nigga, the album's trash. We can't do nothing with it. A
lot of people aren't even giving it a chance, man. That's the thing about it. Because Andre 3000 is this rapper and this fucking monumental rapper for years. Yeah. A lot of people, this nigga got a flute album out. Fuck that. There's a lot of people that have just straight out said they're not gonna give it a chance. I'm not gonna give it a listen. Which that's also the part where it's like, damn. I mean, as an artist, give it a chance. That's how I felt about it. Like,
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm here for it, so fuck it. Let's give it a chance. You know, the worst thing that can happen is you don't like it and it costs you maybe an hour of your time to go on ahead, take a listen to something that's free online any motherfucking way. You know
I'll take that.
saying?
I'll take that. I mean, I with him in particular, I don't mind. I would have preferred him to rap. It's been so long. I think some of us is just calling for some of that old feeling music
it's
back.
funny too. You know what the first track on the album is called?
What?
I don't remember the name verbatim, but it's something. It's a whole. Each album track is a full sentence name. Also, if you look at the track list, but the first track is called "I Swear I Wanted to Rap on This Album, but This Is Just the Way the Wind Blew Me." Something like that.
That's in first track.
That's the first. That's the name of the first track. I swear I wanted to rap on this, but it's just the way the wind blew me. Something like that. Like, you gotta get a shit.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll check it out.
You know?
I'll check it out. Real quick, we're gonna roll into basketball real quick. Just go off some of these basketball scores from yesterday.
Don't lie to me, bitch.
Yesterday, Knicks beat the Warriors. The Bucks beat the Hornets. Kings beat the Spurs. I'm sorry. The 76ers beat the Hawks. Celtics beat the Raptors.
Are any of these games under 100?
Hell no.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Hell no.
Come
What's
on,
up with
man.
the defense, man?
None of these niggas is playing. This ain't no defensive league
Everybody
anymore.
trying to make them, highlight reel.
This ain't no fucking defensive league. This is really well. See, I believe that the games would be a little bit more, score lower than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that they done made it such a pussy ass sport,
Mm-hmm.
as they're doing all sports, other than soccer. Really, you don't really hear about soccer really. Lacrosse, they ain't changed no real penalties in lacrosse. They ain't add any penalties
Not
for
that
some
I
shit.
know of. Nah, not that I know of. You
I
can
mean,
still, we played lacrosse just for the hitting when I was younger.
Yeah. I didn't never play the shit. I couldn't keep the fucking thing moving.
Yeah.
I can't, because that's traveling event. What do they call it?
You have
stand
to.
still.
Yeah.
If you don't move with it, what is it?
Fuck. Man, you talking about high school shit, not smoke weed, bro. Come on, move on.
Right on. Okay, so NFL for tomorrow. We got the Steelers versus the Browns, the Raiders versus the Dolphins, Bears versus the Lions, Titans versus the Jaguars, Chargers versus Green Bay, Arizona versus the Texans, Cowboys versus Panthers, Giants versus the I'm calling the Redskins. I don't give a fuck they want to be called the Commanders. Them niggas is the Redskins. Old dude at my job had the coat on, though. It still had the Indian on the front of that motherfucker. I was like, yo, they ban that. I'm going to wear it as long as it fits me.
Hey.
All right, motherfucker.
Hey, there you go.
Yo, the Bucks versus the 49ers, the Jets versus the Bills. There's going to be a lot of people in town for that because you could migrate from New York City. If you're a Jets fan and catch that shit here in Buffalo, it's going to be popping tomorrow.
Who you got in that game, man?
I want Buffalo to win. I don't fuck with the Jets. And it must be a bye week for the Colts. I ain't see them niggas on here. And then we got the Seahawks versus the Rams, Vikings versus the Broncos, Eagles versus the Chiefs. Yeah.
Pause.
Fuck you. So in other news, that boy Birdman had some goons
got up
go
on
take
Drewski,
Drewski's chain. Could have been record chain. Gone. They showed the video. They showed Drewski fat ass running down. I thought it was a skit the way he was running.
This shit's so scripted, man. Get the fuck out of here.
The way that man was running down that hallway. Go!
I mean, yo, this shit is entertaining. It's entertaining as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm here for it. I think it's entertaining as fuck. They making it look as real as they possibly can, but come on, man. You really gonna just walk up to a nigga and strong arm rob him on camera and then put it online?
Because that necklace,
Knock it
those
off, man.
necklaces come with that lock, that it's like an infinity type lock.
Yeah.
So the way that he pulled it off that nigga neck, I damn near don't believe that was real.
Yeah.
That's what made me feel like it wasn't real. Because you know them necklaces come for people not as big as his was.
Yeah.
You wasn't popping that
Exactly.
off of his neck. You know what I mean?
And you talking about a bunch of niggas that got felonies, bro. This ain't scripted. You gonna walk up to, you don't give a fuck that much that for somebody else's shit right now, you gonna walk up and snatch this nigga chain on camera
and die
and put the shit on. Come on, bro.
Here it is.
Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, go lay down.
The fuck out my face and go lay down, cause we don't believe it.
Nah,
all right,
nah,
we don't believe it.
Nah, man, and come on, man.
So
Come on.
I don't know. The way he was running down the hallway, it looked real.
He was hauling ass, man.
His fat ass was up. He was down there. Go! That nigga was screaming. Go! But I don't know, man. That nigga stealing. Why you fucking with the comedian anyway, though? Bird, man. Grow up.
Hey,
all these
man.
niggas out here you could be beefing with. You don't hear about that nigga beefing with Ross. Ross done said some shit about you. Pusha T was talking shit about you.
Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy said you was a sucker and you was kissing Lil Wayne in the mouth. Come on, man. It's plenty of people you can fuck with. Why y'all be fucking, That shit is weird to me. Fuck with me. Go fuck with me, because I got this knife on me, man. I'm a stick bird, man. I'm a skin bird, man. We're going to be cooking bird, man, for Thanksgiving.
The views expressed on this podcast.
Real. All that bullying these. It's just something about a bully to me. I ain't never been the type to enjoy a bully.
Why bully the if it was real? Because I didn't feel like the Charlemagne shit was real neither.
Charlemagne shit was real. That's why.
Think so?
Charlemagne was doing a lot of talking, but he knew to shut up. Charlemagne told him no. He said, "Yo, why you up here coming at me, the radio guy, for doing my job? Why you not coming at? Did you pull up on Ross like that?" He said, "Nigga, I'm pulling up on you, nigga."
Yeah, he did.
I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into the fucked up thing of the week, do you got any topics before we roll over into this?
Oh, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
All right, so everybody lives in a town that has a mayor or whatever. So how would you feel if your mayor ran up a check, like ran up like millions of dollars, brand new Chevy Tahoe, whole motherfucking security detail,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, like paying these niggas like 24 hours around the clock, runs up the city bill, runs up the, fucks up the city's whole fucking bank account, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then
Like he Martin Luther King or something.
Basically,
Like somebody gonna kill him.
And then turns around and to make up for all the money that she fucked up, she just starts giving you $500 parking tickets, and $1,000 parking tickets and shit like that. How would you feel about that?
I'm gonna tell you though, and here's my thing. We don't pay them anyway though.
Okay.
We pay taxes to New York State, for
Right.
example. But our New York State taxes all get generated, they go somewhere, and then they get distributed in each town, each city, each everything gets a
By the
budget
budget.
for the year.
Yeah.
So having an opinion on that shit, I can't really give because it ain't like it's just my money you wasting.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck my money up. If I had it, I'd do the same shit. I'm riding around this motherfucker in a brand new Silverado, King Ranch edition, and I'm getting
King Ranch is Ford, brother.
You know they make them outside of Ford.
Oh, they do?
I don't know. I was just trying to make you wrong. I'm getting a Ford F-150. Fuck that. A Ford 2500 King Ranch.
Okay.
Leather seats. And then I'm not driving it. I'm riding in the back of that bitch because she didn't want no limo. And she didn't want no Uber. She didn't want no Lincoln. That bitch went out and got a pickup truck and put 2 niggas in the front seat.
Yeah.
For security.
Yeah, pretty much.
And security ain't making, bro. See, this is the thing, cause you know they try to give Lovely a hard time about that.
Yeah.
She made some nigga like had Lovely Warren, by the way, was the Rochester mayor.
Right.
But yeah, they gave her a hard time because she had like security detail. Yeah, she's the first black female to run this city ever, and she was getting threats. I can imagine in that position. Yeah, I need security around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad. I wouldn't be mad about that. Ain't even. Are you upset or?
I wouldn't give. It's not my town, so I don't care. I mean, when it was my town and there was bullshit going on, I didn't really care. I don't get into politics, man. It's just something to talk about, man.
I was in barber school. Two things they told me in barber school was don't talk about politics and religion. Because your opinion of politics and your opinion of the religion, while you're doing that haircut, a nigga eyebrows is raising, they going up and down. You can't really gauge how mad a person is from, no homo, from behind them when you're giving them an edge up or you're, doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can't gauge that shit on how mad they actually is. So that was a key thing about it.
I totally agree, and that's also why I stay away from politics in general. It's just that's something that I had ran across with just seeing that. I do feel like it's fucked up to sit there and spend up a whole bunch of money and then try to penalize the people around you for it. That's like me going and spending up all my money, all my household money. That's like me just going and spending up all my household money, fucking up all the money that I have for the month, and then being short on the rent, and then turning to my kids being like, all right, so listen, I cleaned your clothes last week, so that's going to be $10. And I cooked your food last week, and so that's going to be, 3 meals a day. And you got seconds. So I'm going to charge you for that too. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like that's kind of fucked up to turn around and then charge the people that you're supposed to be serving for your fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
So then that means that you had an opinion about the ferry when it was here. When Bill Johnson bought that ferry here.
I don't even remember the fucking ferry being here, man.
He spent the city's budget on that shit.
Did he?
Them kids they cut after school programs for that fucking ferry. You kidding me? But I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't know about that.
I didn't give a fuck.
Nigga, I was like, how old was we when this shit was even
Bill
in
Johnson
town?
when the ferry was here? Probably at like the middle of high school, probably.
Yeah.
Not too long after 9/11. Not too long after 9/11.
Yeah, I really didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Not too long or not too long before 9/11.
We was in high school. Politics really didn't matter. Niggas was still on the mission to get their dick wet in motherfucking high school.
That's a fact. I'm just saying in the aspect.
Who gave a fuck about politics?
After Duffy gets in there, he shuts the whole shit down and shows us he didn't even try to do nothing with it. He just shut it down. They spent all that money at the Port of Rochester, and Duffy came in to say, yeah, ain't no money coming through. We good. Shut it down.
I mean, but that's just like, every mayor that comes in always undoes what the other mayor did, because when Lovely came in, she took them fucking traffic cameras out, this motherfucker.
Yeah, but nigga, you gonna come and take them out after I'm 300 in the hole, bitch? Nigga, me and 2-3 other motherfuckers all hit the same one and got this ticket on the same day, and we ran them red lights an hour and an hour apart. Like, I ran mine at 7. The next motherfucker was at 8. And the next one after that was like 10.
Yeah, I got one of them tickets. The whole time I got one ticket. And it got sent to the house. Me and my wife could not figure out who got this motherfucking ticket. Yeah. So we couldn't figure out who the fuck was about to pay this motherfucking ticket. Yeah. Because we couldn't figure out who was. We had a Mercury Mountaineer. I'll never forget. And we both drove it. And we both were known. We both knew each other to drive this way, so it was literally we sitting here looking at the fucking thing like, "Yo, was you driving that day? I don't know. Was you driving that day? I don't know. What you want to go half on it?
One of us gotta pay this motherfucker.
I don't want to pay that shit. I don't want to pay it neither. It just so happens that the motherfucking traffic shit got taken out before we ever got a chance to figure out who was gonna pay the motherfucker.
Yeah, because they had one on Ames right there, and the one on Ames, I felt like they should have gave the money back for that one, cause you was getting the tickets on that one if you just crept up on the line, like right when you crept up on the line, you would get the ticket to be in the mail. Yep.
God damn. I mean, and that was the thing about it too. The ticket that we got on a right on red.
Right on red.
So like, not only should we have not gotten the damn ticket, but you know, we don't know who the fuck fault this is. So
what I don't smell that shit at all. What's that rabbit food you rolling up? Cause it ain't no fucking loud. It ain't that packed.
This
It
nigga
ain't
trying
that
to
packed.
blame me, man.
It ain't that packed. I don't smell it at all. You got a name for it or?
Man, I don't be worried about names and shit, man. Give me some motherfucking
I knew it.
weed,
No,
man.
you got Clinton Avenue grass. Yep. Barshalom Boogie.
Hey, man, this ain't that diet shit you
This
be
ain't that
smoking
diet,
on, man.
I'm 3 weeks off of it right now, man. I'm doing good, man. I've been itching a little bit around the neck.
I bet you if you hit this motherfucker right here,
I'm gonna tell you, man,
you gonna be sleep on that motherfucking couch.
Shit, rabbit food, man. Cactus Jack that you smoking.
This nigga,
It's
god
Cactus
damn.
Jack. I don't see nothing.
I
good.
thought you was my friend. God damn,
I
nigga.
don't smell it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm like, this nigga rolling this shit up. I ain't smell a whiff of that shit.
God damn, nigga. And putting my motherfucking business out. They don't need to know I'm motherfucking poor, nigga.
That you smoking cactus?
Ain't that a bitch?
Did you pull up
This
and
ain't no
buy it?
motherfucking cactus, nigga.
Somebody should have gave that to you. That should be a homeboy blunt that he gave.
God
I'll let y'all know how I smell in a minute when he light this motherfucker. He lighting this full incense in this motherfucker. That's what it is. K2. That nigga smoking. That nigga smoking deuce. That nigga smoking deuce.
Hey man, I'll never be that hard up for a motherfucking buzz that I'll be smoking motherfucking K2.
Okay. You got a little aroma to it. Yeah, you got a little aroma to it. Yeah, so you want to get into the topic of the week though? Or you
What's
got
the topic of the week, brother?
The topic of the week is Diddy. Brother
Diddy.
Love.
Oh,
Puff
fucking
Daddy.
God. Talk
Puff
about
Daddy.
it. Talk about it.
Pause. Pause. Pause.
Talk about Diddy, man.
Talk about Diddy. Hold on. Because Diddy is an all-around what?
Me? I'm a boss. Like, I look like a boss. I feel like a boss. I taste like a boss.
Yeah, he's a boss.
Pause.
The man said they got all these charges and shit today. I don't know if they were charges or allegations, but let's call them allegations. Because I don't know if they're charges. But they got Cassie, his ex. She sued him, a lawsuit for $38 million for all these sexual assaults and all this different shit. Pretty much, you know what I took from the lawsuit?
This nigga's fucked up, B.
We all fucked up.
Hey, Skinny, man. You tell me this shit just fell out your pocket, man.
We all fucked up. But here's what I noticed. To protect
A few moments later.
to protect his image and to protect his name, he settled out with a $38 million lawsuit. He settled out. Now, we all know that girl ain't take no million and just walk away. So somewhere in there, I'm just going to take the assumption that he gave her 10 to 15 million and told her to go on with her fucking day. Keep my business out of these tabloids. She probably had to sign a contract. You know, he went through the works. You can't do no book.
Yo, if I ain't do it, I ain't paying you shit.
I mean,
If I ain't do it, I ain't paying you shit. I ain't settling shit.
man,
You gonna have to prove that shit.
Diddy getting
And-
ready to
and-
have
and
a
then
Surviving
fucked up-
Diddy episode.
And then the fucked up thing about it is, even when you lose in court, that don't necessarily mean that you did it. So even then, I'm still not giving you shit if I ain't do it.
Diddy about to have a Surviving Diddy episode.
That motherfucker is crazy, man. That
They
nigga
said
be
he
doing
beat
too
that
much,
hoe up.
man.
They said he beat that hoe up
Yeah.
and sent her to Hawaii for 3 weeks because
Yeah.
her face was fucked up. He
Kept
sent
her
her
in
down
the
there to
hotels
Hill.
and shit.
Yeah, the Hill. That's crazy.
And then gave her a whole bunch of motherfucking gifts and shit on some abuser shit, on some you know what I'm saying, on some abuser shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know we ain't supposed to say that shit. So you know I gotta say abuser and shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta motherfucking myself when I say that shit.
What was the word that you bleeping?
Huh?
What's the word?
Abuser.
One more time.
Abuser.
Hey Diddy, if you that girl. I didn't know that Diddy was a until what the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, niggas try to act like they ain't know something was wrong with Diddy when J-Lo put that pussy on him, man. Yo, J-Lo put that pussy on that nigga. He was trying to fight and kill everybody, man. Because he's a what? Motherfucking abuser. What the fuck is... Yo, I'm not laughing at you, Cassie. I mean, I am, because technically...
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm making this shit very funny right now. I'm sorry.
I am laughing at her because technically, did that money run low? And now you trying to paint him out to be a...
Yo, man, motherfuckers like to call victim blaming when you act shit like that. But I swear to God, I had turned to my wife last night and I was like, yo, I get it. Because everybody done heard shit about Diddy. We know
man.
already.
Brother
We
Love is a
heard,
freak.
We done heard all kinds of shit about this nigga for years. So this shit is nothing new. But what's the motivation to say something now? You haven't been with this nigga in years. So what's the motivation to say something now? That's the only reason why I was like, yo, all right, if this nigga did it, he did it.
OKEBR.
This nigga
OKE. That bitch broke. And she threatened to come out with the information.
Hey, man, if the nigga did it, that nigga deserves everything he got coming to him. And I'm going to tell you something, like I said, we've been hearing shit about this nigga for years. So there's
with men. I ain't heard about no shit with women. It's just people always say that he's sus the way he talked to the men. Hey, what's up, daddy? And shit like that.
But did you hear some of the fucking allegations he was saying about this nigga? Like, this nigga would, like, bring in male escorts and watch. While they was in you know what I'm saying, and then he would off while she was with a male escort or whatever. And
let me ask you.
This nigga gonna die.
That bitch is a...
I hit the wrong button.
Pause.
That bitch had her own money though too, right?
So let me ask,
because she got a little record. Yeah, we've been waiting for whatever the fuck it was called. The point I'm trying to make, she ain't do nothing that she ain't want to do though. I didn't hire no male escorts and they came over here and dicked you down.
What they were saying was that he used to keep her very, very high, and he used to like she was in a very, very fucked up state.
Right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So, yeah, we all in here doing cocaine, and you just taking it differently. That's what it sounded like to me. Babe, you want to bump? You want to bump or what? I got a soft spot for Brother Love, man. You know,
the views expressed on this podcast are not exactly the views of everybody that is on this podcast.
He wasn't shoving that coke down her nose. You know what movie that was?
What's that?
That Medea movie. That Tyler Perry. I said Medea. The Tyler Perry movie. Obsession. Or Temptation.
I don't watch Tyler Perry movies, but go on.
Basically, two people married. She ends up getting with another guy. His name is Harley. Harley ends up flying her out. They get on a plane. He comes to do business at her job. She's like some type of consultant in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
He starts homing in on her. They start running into each other periodically throughout the show. And then at some point, he just goes, yo, come with me. Come get on a plane with me, and we about to go to France to close this deal. He needs her to be his consulting on this deal. She goes on the plane. On the plane ride home,
don't lie to me, bitch.
She had a ball. They had a great time, and he fucked her on the plane. Now she gotta go home. Look at her ordinary husband. They get to the house, etc., etc. Moral of the story is she leaves her husband and she's with this Harley nigga. He wasn't jamming the coke down that bitch's nose. She was enticed by the life that they was living. Eventually, it got out of hand. He ended up slapping her, then Bryce was her husband's name. He came in, beat the fuck out of Harley, and took his girl.
After the fact.
And come to find out, Brandy was in the movie as well.
Uh-huh.
Come to find out, Harley was Brandy's ex. Brandy spent most of the movie like acting scary and not wanting to be seen and kind of like in and out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come to find out, he used to beat her and he fucked around and gave Brandy AIDS. Correct. So he gave Brandy HIV/AIDS. And then when Harley and new chick, Bryce's wife, got together, he gave it to her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but she never fucked with Bryce. He was trying to fuck with her a couple times after she fucked with the Harley dude, and she never gave it up.
Yeah.
So he really dodged the bullet. But I tell you that story to say this. It's easy for that bitch to get on TV today or get on the radio and do this little storyline like something's wrong. But were you just a product of the environment at the time, and now mysteriously, she's right at the statute of limitations of this shit, by the way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they paid her off. Let me get this bitch out of my hair and send her on about her day. That's it. But did you go broke in the last couple of years? You ain't making no music. You ain't relevant. You ain't got nothing going. And now you running down on Brother Love about a party that lasted. You was with this nigga 5, 6 years, 7 years.
That is true.
I'm not saying that it ain't true, but I'm just saying that it's touchy for me. It's
there's a lot of weird shit that it don't make it right. I get what you're saying, bro, but some of this shit is like, yo, and I'm just as skeptical as you are about shit too. But some of this shit is like, yeah, man, nigga, like really though,
Puff Daddy got to drug a bitch with all the money he got.
That's true.
I could go get a better bitch than Cassie.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, be real. I could go get a bitch that looked better than Cassie. So why would I do all of this to this bitch? I'm not that madly in love with no hoe that's what I'm gonna do to you anyway. Beat you, send you to Hawaii. I'm not gonna beat you and send you to Hawaii, bitch.
There's some weird shit that goes on, man.
We don't know.
Yeah, man, behind closed doors, you don't know what the fuck it is that you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just like me and you sitting here right now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know who you are when you go home.
Oh yeah, I'm doing coke and I'm beating my bitch,
what I'm saying?
man.
But I'm not saying that. I'm
that's
not
the
saying
point
that. But
I'm making. That's what they're saying. Behind closed doors, he's an animal.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is too, like, I mean, niggas be weird, bro. Bitches be weird, bro. People be weird, bro. Motherfuckers, after motherfuckers pass away, you find out shit about motherfuckers that you never thought you would find out about motherfuckers and shit, man. It happens in like every motherfucking family and all of that shit. Motherfuckers be weird, bro.
I get it.
So
I'm just saying in the aspect of me, I don't genuinely believe that a nigga of his caliber, I ain't gay, I'm not calling him handsome, I'm not calling him nothing. I'm just saying, a man of his stature, I don't believe that he had to do that. Some of the story got holes in it. Why would I call another nigga over here to fuck you so I can record and jack off? And why did you let the nigga fuck you?
Cause hey man, every hotel room got a cuck chair, bro.
What the fuck?
Every hotel room got a cuck chair, man.
See, that's the shit I be talking about.
Yo, hey, man, and I swear to God, man, I have been tattooing for fucking 15 years, bro. And I swear to God, even my short, fat, ugly ass, man, you know how many times I done had a white man come to me and be like, yo, I'll pay you this to fuck my wife or whatever the fuck, and I had to turn that shit down because that shit's fucking weird, bro.
How much he offer you, though?
I've gotten offered like $1,000 to fuck a white man's wife real quick,
you
man.
ain't take it, huh?
Nah, hell nah.
You was married at the time?
Yeah, that shit is weird, bro. That shit is weird to me. That shit's weird to me.
Hey, to each his own. To each his own.
To each his own. Hey, man.
Because you talk about a nigga offered you $1,000. I'll do that shit tonight for about. I'll do that shit tonight if the nigga tell me he'll give me a bottle of Tito's. Fuck your wife all night for this bottle of Tito's. This ain't even a fifth. This is a fucking $13 bottles. You get your wife fucked for $13 tonight. He offered you a rack.
Yeah, man. Swear to God. Swear to God.
No, he was gonna try you. They was gonna Jeffrey you. They was gonna choke you out in that room, man.
I'm cool, bro. It ain't no amount of money worth it for me, bro. Straight
To
up.
do what?
To do any type of weird shit, bro. I'm alright. Shit, that's why I'm broke now.
You ain't take that grand. You could have been balls empty and $1,000 up.
I'm cool, bro.
He said, I ain't selling my soul. I ain't selling my soul.
I gotta think about this shit later.
That's tough though, man. I really hope that Diddy ain't do that. That's not.
Motherfuckers be weird, bro.
Don't feel like I'm sitting here saying that I agree that she should have been. No, I'm not saying that type of shit don't happen. It's just too many inconsistencies in the story. You let a male escort come over here.
Like I said, bro, I'm one of those niggas. I'm not passing judgment either way. I know that motherfuckers be weird, and then I also got a question. Like I said before, I got a question. Why are you saying something now? Why didn't you say something before? I hear you. I'm just saying that I try to look at it from both sides and be like, all right, man, this shit, I don't got a dog in this motherfucking fight any motherfucking way. The shit don't make no matter what money changes hands, I don't get a dime of it.
Niggas that go to jail don't stay in jail. Niggas that's getting ready to tell don't stay in jail and just decide that they not about to tell. If you knew that you was getting ready to tell, they're going to sit in there and they're going to wait for the opportunity to tell. Okay, hold on, Judge. You said you're going to give me 15 years? What if I told you I got this? Can you knock that down to 3 now? You see what I'm saying? It's the same shit. That girl is broke. Or she done called Diddy for that bag, and Diddy shut it down. Maybe he was paying her monthly. Bro, there's so many avenues I could take this shit. He's paying her monthly, and he cut the revenue off to her.
And I feel the same way, because even when the shit came down on R. Kelly or whatever, I was like, all right, who did he piss off that now they like, yo, all right, I'm just gonna tell all your shit now, because this shit been happening for years and niggas knew about it, let it motherfucking happen, and
everybody said they knew about it.
Yeah, and now everybody's saying something or whatever the fuck. Like, who did you piss off? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they did tell you who he pissed off. He said it in the video. He stopped sending the parents money. He was paying a lot of them money. He was paying them monthly. They were getting monthly checks. And then one day he cut that money and it was over. To the parents. Some of them parents sent their kid over there. Their kid was getting fucked by R. Kelly, man. Yeah. And then when he cut that bag off, you heard that nigga said, "Hold tight. I ain't never hog tight nobody." Yo.
I mean, that nigga made some of the dopest music ever, but fuck that nigga, man, if that's really what he was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Touching
I got a daughter, B.
For sure.
I got a daughter, B.
Touching on children, for sure. That nigga made
fuck
some of the best music.
Fuck you up on my daughter, bro.
I mean, but you know, you seen the story. You watched the video. The videos basically said R. Kelly was sending niggas to the high school, going to the high school, and then eventually he found a chick. He found a little girl.
I'm trying to anticipate what this nigga gonna say.
I'll point to you. He found a chick though. He found a little girl to go to the school. He never messed with her though.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, he never messed with her. Sent her to the school and started telling her friends, "Yo, come and chill with me and R. Kelly." And then when the friends would come, he'd do what he do with the friends. And then one day, he grabbed her and brought her in and made her be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when a lot of his shit started falling apart too.
I gotta now saying what you just said. Now, with just saying that story, you don't think in your mind just a little bit like, yo, niggas really do be weird. Like, it's not that far-fetched to think that this nigga Diddy might have been doing some weird-ass shit, bro.
Man, pull up that sex offender registry of Rochester.
And how many motherfuckers...
See how many niggas you actually genuinely know.
How many... Yeah, and see how many niggas actually be around my motherfucking house. I got a daughter, homie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And 2 sons.
I'm just saying, when you pull that registry up, it'll be a nigga that you... Yo, this nigga, what the fuck? Fuck he doing out here?
And
Yo,
they stay
criminal assault on a minor,
and they
16 or less.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
wait,
they stay right around you, right down the street, 2 doors down, right next door, right across the motherfucking street, and all of that. And guess what? I don't fuck with or talk to none of these motherfuckers, man.
They dropped the paper off at the house though. This nigga looked like he did it though. You know, it's a difference. You know, they send that paper with that white dude on there, man. You be like, yo, look at this fucking creep. Cause he did. He just looked like that thing on Lord of the Rings, the little ball. He looked just like that.
I mean, fortunately for me too, I tend to stay around school zones a lot.
Yeah.
Cause that's one of those places. That's one of those things where you get to avoid that a little bit. Like they do be close by though. Still,
You know, a nigga grabbed me once.
get the fuck out of here.
I play a lot. I'm serious. A nigga walked up. I was going to.
Don't lie to me, bitch.
I was going to the school on Child Line.
All right.
Child Line, like Lincoln or whatever the fuck that is.
Okay. That's
Nigga,
33, right?
I'm
33,
on my
I
way
think.
to the bus.
Mhm.
Dude grabs me and goes, yo, your mom said come with me. My mom wouldn't have told you that. He said, I'm going to give you a ride home. I said, oh, yeah? Hello, I need help. That nigga took off running.
Get the fuck out
I'm
of
not
here.
lying.
Wow.
I'm not lying. I just started yelling, I need help. Yo, help me. Help. And people start turning, you know, white people turn around quick, too. Huh? Is everything all right, Keith?
You know what I taught my kids to say?
Fire!
Not even. I taught them to. I saw it on D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley said it. I taught them to say if somebody comes to you that you don't know, I taught them to say just yell out, I don't know this motherfucker.
I don't know this motherfucker.
If you hear a kid yell that,
At
you're
an adult?
gonna look.
At an adult? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm turning around. Hey, yo, my man. That's your son? Because he talking to you crazy if they're not. Stupid. I don't know this motherfucker. That's your son, my man? You let that nigga talk to you like that? I'm going to beat your ass and his ass. That's tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to Cassie. You just won that money, girl. Come on over here to a real nigga. You thought that nigga beat you up.
This nigga gonna get us cancer.
I'm not going to beat her. I mean, unless you want to get beat. And if you down into that escort shit, we can order 2-3 of them niggas too. With your money.
This nigga here.
Pause.
Yeah, because I'm not doing all that shit. You want to order an escort and all that shit? Bitch, give me the car keys and y'all do what y'all going to do. He in the room beating off. The fuck is wrong with Brother Love?
That's
Brother
your
Love,
homie right there,
Brother
man.
Love has
Oh,
got,
man, I gotta go get some ice for my drink real quick, man.
Brother Love is out of fucking control. Brother Love is out of fucking control. But, and I'm going to tell you like this, though. If Brother Love think for 30 seconds that this ain't going to prompt more people to jump up and make that accusation about him, especially after they know that he just spayed that bag, you hear me?
Yeah.
Now that people know that he willing to pay that bag, his ass is grass. I guarantee you, you're gonna read about it. It's about to be some Cosby shit.
You see what happened to Harvey Weinstein, right?
Yeah, they took that old nigga. That nigga was about to die.
That
though.
nigga's gonna die in jail, man.
He was gonna die before he went in. Every time he went to court, he got worse.
Yeah.
When that nigga started going to court, he was walking straight up. At the end of that court date, that nigga had security holding his arms.
They're not playing about that shit, man. They're not playing about that shit. Any interaction that I have with anybody, I record that shit. You're not about to lie on me.
See, but my brain is wired different.
And,
My teacher had a crush on me and about 4 other kids. And see how this shit can go left? It happens. My teacher had a crush on, I'm not going to say her name, and I'm not going to say the other 3 niggas. They know who they is. Shout out to y'all. They got way more from her than I did. Okay, they was getting bikes, huffies, and shit. You
what,
know
at
I'm saying?
Wilson?
No, nigga, this was my Chicago friends hate that I say it like this, but it's elementary. But they say it elementary. They say it quick as fuck. My elementary school teacher used to come pick us up. Me and these 3 other dudes, she'd come pick all of us up, take us bowling, kicking. Had a man, had a husband, all that. But she would come pick us up weekly. You understand what I'm saying?
Lucky little niggas.
The point I'm trying to make is for these other motherfuckers. I was touched on as a kid. If I was waiting for her to say it. Come on, Keith, pull your pants down. I thought you'd never fucking ask.
Oh shit.
But see, the problem is, everybody's
The
wired
views
differently.
expressed on this podcast are not exactly the views of everybody on this motherfucking
Yeah,
podcast.
no, because
If
people
you
that
are
say-
triggered by sexually explicit, whatever the fuck this nigga just
The
said,
problem is
don't listen.
everybody takes shit differently. Niggas will get and be like, hey, I'm uncomfortable. I was touched as a kid. As long as it wasn't my cousin or no dude. If I was touched as a kid, it was wanted. My sex drive was high. I had a high testosterone level as a kid.
Pause.
Plus that. But I'm telling you, man, that the world's fucked up.
Yeah.
Sexual predators exist,
This nigga gonna die.
but I'm just being real. If you're a man and you're a sexual predator, you're a fucking perv. But if you're a woman and you're a sexual predator, you stupid. Cause why are you a sexual predator as a woman when you could literally open up your legs and niggas would jump in there, but you go grab a kid and do it? Them niggas going to prison. Diddy, you're gonna read about it. Diddy's next to go to jail.
yo, man, it's a lot of these old school cats, man. Yo, man, they're gonna be hard up. This shit is crazy, man. Just to even watch.
I didn't sleep with my teacher, by the way. I didn't sleep with her,
Yeah, you said that already.
but I would have.
You said that already too.
I'm just letting it be known.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you can reiterate it if you want. That's cool. You bugged out, man. You bugged out, bro.
Yeah. Like that bitch would have showed up with that Huffy. I would have rolled the fuck out that Huffy.
She would have got her some
She would've got her
elementary.
some.
This nigga's stupid, man.
Yo, Puff Daddy. That boy like to call niggas Zaddy. All types of shit. He taking gay pictures with French Montana on a boat. Meek Mills in the water. He's walking up. Yeah, Meek, I like the way that water hitting you, Zaddy. The fuck is wrong with you? 50 Cent said he told him, yo, I don't feel like we connect enough. Let's go out. I'm gonna take you shopping. 50 said, wait, what, nigga? Take me shopping? The fuck?
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
What
too.
the fuck is going on in the industry, man? You heard that new shit about Will Smith?
Yeah, him and the dude from
What?
motherfucking Above the Rim.
What?
And
Will
I don't believe that shit, man.
Will is a freak, man.
I don't believe that shit.
Will is a fucking freak, man. Jada would have said that though by now. As
Yeah,
much
I was
as
gonna
she
say,
tears,
that's why I don't believe that
Yeah,
shit.
as
If
much
that
as she
shit was
tears
real,
his
like,
character down-
that's some shit she wouldn't have been able to wait to say. She done already told the whole world that this nigga can't make her nut. So why wouldn't she say that this nigga like to fuck dudes, bro? Come on, man. I don't believe that shit, bro. I don't believe that shit, bro.
Jada said Will can't make her nut.
Swear to God.
But
Yeah,
you know-
she DJ envied that nigga, man.
You know who did though? Tupac, boy. Will never.
Apparently, August Alsina.
August, they said August was knocking that hoe down, man.
Yeah.
He gay now though, so what that say about your vagina? A nigga didn't double down to go get a new bitch. He went and got a nigga. That should tell you everything you need to know if your sex is good or not, baby girl.
He's probably gay before he hit it, man. Them niggas is weird anyway, man. I mean, not that being gay is weird. I don't think that I'm saying that. Please don't say that. Don't cancel me. Not today anyway. Give me a couple months to be somebody and then cancel me.
LGB, what is it? LGB?
I don't know,
TQ?
There's more letters added on to it.
LGBTQ.
I don't know. I just know that there's more letters
What
added.
is it? Lesbian, bi,
I don't know.
transsexual, queer, gay?
Man, I don't know.
You need to know this type of shit, man.
Why am I supposed to know it? Listen, man.
It's part of.
I don't
part
give a
of our
fuck if
culture.
you identify as a pineapple, man. You cool? I'm cool. We cool. Let's all live. I don't give a fuck, man.
Would you let one hug you?
fuck? A hug is a hug, man.
When the last time you was hugged by a tranny?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't open to no hug, nigga.
Nobody's offered a fucking hug. I mean, shit, hugs are free, man.
I'm just saying.
You want a hug?
I'm good on a hug right now because I've been drinking.
Pause.
Yo, the problem currently with the world, let's just go back to what we said about Dwight Howard, what they're saying about Will Smith, all this other shit. Your bedroom actions are your bedroom actions.
Yeah. Truthfully speaking, I don't give a fuck.
I
bro.
don't give two fucks about who Dwight Howard is having sex with. Was it? Did it come across my timeline or my news feed on Instagram? It did. Did I stop and look at it? I only looked
For
at
a
it to see
second.
it. Yeah, I only stopped to see this nigga panic. I didn't stop because I cared about who you fucking Dwight. I stopped because I'm like, look at this nigga. Look at this lying ass nigga.
Like, honestly, we ain't even talking about that shit till now because I really didn't think it was relevant. I didn't really care.
I don't care. It just fucks me up. That. Let me tell you this, and I hate to go race with it, but in the white community, they don't give a fuck. If you making money, you're making money. If you're an A-list celebrity, you're an A-list. Only person that they really outed like that was Britney Spears. They couldn't stand that bitch for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But other than Britney Spears and Paris Hilton, they didn't like Paris Hilton either. Paris Hilton, Tommy Lee, and not Tommy Lee. Paris Hilton, Pamela Anderson, and Britney Spears. Those are like the outcasts of the white community. I would go Miley Cyrus, but she pulled her shit together. But other than those three people, white people don't give a fuck. In the black community, we care too much about all the wrong shit.
I was going to say, so why do we care so motherfucking much?
We care
Like,
too
for
much.
real, for real.
We care too much about all the wrong shit.
Because I really personally don't give a fuck what or who you're sleeping with tonight when you go home. I don't care. Listen, I like, honestly, I can disagree with you. I can disagree with your views, all of that shit, and still be your friend. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I literally don't care.
Yeah.
I deal with so many different types of people on a daily basis, and it like, you'll be surprised at what types of people are really, really nice and what types of people are fucking assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, it's such a mixed bag. It's just like, bruh, just, you know what? I just want you to be. I just want you to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just don't come at me with your bullshit, because then, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm liable to punch you in your fucking mouth. Don't sell it to me like a religion, though.
Yeah. Be who you're gonna be. Do what you're gonna do, and let me be who I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
How you feel about? I was at a table, sitting down at the table, and I'm eating, and my boy's like, "Yo, man, this fucking he can't differentiate these two people." And I'm telling him, I'm like, "Yo, those are both girls. I know it, but they're both naked. You know, they dress like dudes.
You was telling me the
yo,
story.
bro." But she lifted her shirt up, though, when we initiated the conversation, we having the conversation. And then she's like, "No, I just had the surgery, look," and pulled her shirt up. Does that count as her showing me her tits, though?
I guess technically, but, you know, they're not.
They were gone.
They.
She flashed me in the middle of my dinner.
I mean,
ain't nothing like a gay woman, man. I ain't gonna lie. I love me a lesbian or two. Or three.
Hey, man, like I said, man, some of the coolest people I've ever met have happened to be gay people. Like I said, you got your preference, man. I don't care, you know. But some of the coolest people I've ever met have been bikers, or some of the smartest people that I met were fucking convicts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's like, you really can't judge. So it's like one of those things where it's like, bro, I might not particularly believe in it. You're not gonna
my belief, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna make me believe in something that I don't fucking that I don't want to fucking go by. But personally, I don't give a fuck. Do what you do, man.
Diddy. The moral of the story is, we don't give a fuck what you do in your bedroom. Just stop beating these women, man. Just stop beating these women. Dwight, we don't care what you do in your bedroom. But don't surprise no nigga with no tranny in the room.
This nigga.
This nigga gonna die.
Yeah, they keep bringing Bobby Valentino to the city, boy. That boy, the tranny lover.
Who's
Bobby Valentino.
Bobby Valentino. God
Yeah, man,
damn,
he
when's the
done been
last
here.
time he made a song?
Oh yeah, but he been here a lot. He came here about 4 or 5 times in the last 2 years.
What, to Rochester?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good hair having motherfucker.
Man, that ain't nothing but Ultra Prime.
That ain't nothing but Ultra Prime. Yeah. But nah, man. It's been other than those topics, man, I ain't really had nothing else going on, man. I just been
It
chilling,
don't
man.
really matter, man. You know, it's just vibing out, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, let me ask you this, man. How's your week how's your week been? Other than that, man, what's life showed you this week, man?
I go to therapy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go to therapy. You know what I noticed recently in therapy?
What's that?
They say that they're not supposed to be. Obviously, you can't say certain shit because you end up in a mental hygiene arrest. So you don't want to get too crazy. But I caught myself talking to him the other day, and I forgot he was white. You know how we talk as blacks. So sometimes I kind of like, if you talking to me, I'll talk to him. You know, when we say shit twice, you mean more. So
Yeah.
I'll talk to him, and then there's times I'll talk to him. Like, yo, nigga, this is what's up. This is what's going on.
Like you hungry, but you not hungry.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he asked me a question, and he goes, you know, how often do you feel like you're in a position that a gun is around? And I said, you know, I'm a mobile barber. So potentially there's a gun at every house that I go to. I'm not just cutting hair in the suburbs. I go to houses in the city and cut hair for less fortunate children as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing all types of stuff to give back to my community.
That's one of those questions. Like, that's a loaded question, man. Like,
Right.
what do you mean?
So I said, yo, I gave him that answer, and then he goes, well, how often are they pulled out on you? And I couldn't even help it. I just went right gangsta on the nigga. Niggas know what time it is. And he just... I wish you could have seen his face, though, because it slid out. It slid out like he was black. I understand, because, first of all, therapists are fucking weirdos, by the way.
Yeah.
They're some of the weirdest, most complex people you'll ever meet. You know what makes them weird? Is because they want to know why you're weird. Their day is spent trying to figure out the Da Vinci Code on why you're a weird person. What made you weird? Was it your mom, your dad, trauma? Did you know the real word? I think it's treminous. You know, niggas shorten everything. We call it trauma. It's treminous or some shit like that, by the way.
Oh yeah.
There's a real word. It's
I
not
think
just
you need
trauma.
you should look up the thesaurus or something like that.
Treminous?
Figure out how to pronounce that shit correctly.
Yeah, I'll let you know in a minute. But their whole day is based around trying to see what ticks, why do you tick, what gets you to tick, et cetera, et cetera. So he's such a weird dude sometimes, but it's like sometimes he'll let me get. It's really, for me, therapy for me has been, it's really an information dump. It's parts of my life that I don't tell everybody.
Of course.
There's a conversation I might have with you that I'm not willing to have with my mom. There's a conversation I have with my mom that I would never have with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, it's this one place where
that you're not gonna tell nobody
in
ever.
life, right? Other than him, because I don't even think he shot.
Not even him. There's shit that you're just gonna take to the grave. Period.
Oh, for sure. But
you're
there's
not
shit.
gonna tell this nigga a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, those are the things I'm telling you that I gotta pull. Like, you gotta pull back. You'll be in the middle of a conversation like, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Nigga, you know what I mean? Like, people be playing, bro. I almost had to blick that nigga down, bro. Like, for real, you like blick him down. So what is that? Is that like, are you like, is that tennis? Is that what's going on with blick him down? I'm like,
Now you gotta explain this shit.
yeah, you get out of it. You gotta back out of it.
Fucking face.
You gotta back out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this though.
That's why I paint, man.
I want to say, music supposedly is therapy, but I don't believe that it was therapy for me. But I don't believe music was therapy for me because I didn't do it in a therapeutic manner.
Yeah, that's why I paint and do mushrooms, man. Yeah.
Where the fuck did that come from?
That's why I paint and do mushrooms, man. That's my therapy, man. Fuck going and telling somebody some shit, man.
Have you been to therapy?
Nah.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty well adjusted, though.
Don't lie to me, bitch.
Yo. No, I'm just saying, like, it's really been a
Yeah, man, you painting, get you some acrylic paints and some canvases.
I got a guy at my job that said he paints, but it only works. He said it only works for him at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. It's the only time that he can paint. And he said he literally just gets up, goes in the room, grabs a paintbrush, and he said he just goes through and then something just happens.
It's all feeling, yeah.
That's crazy.
Pretty much.
He said he said he's tried going home after work and doing it. It never works.
Yeah.
He said he has to get up stupid early in the morning, go in there, do it, and he said every time, never
to
fails.
the point where I swear to God, if I'm in a room painting and like if you change the music, it'll go away. I won't be able to paint no more or nothing like that. I literally I gotta be in there by myself. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't say nothing. Don't change my music. Don't change the air in the room. Don't. Just you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
Like, but yeah, that's my release, man. Microdosing mushrooms and motherfucking painting. I'm not telling everybody that they should be doing that shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's not for everybody, of course. You know what I'm saying? But like that's
how you do it.
That's what I fucking
Do you
do.
hallucinate or not?
Nah, I never do enough to hallucinate.
How you know with the batch? How you know how much enough is? Because it takes 2 hours for that shit to kick in.
Hey, man.
How long it take it to kick in for you?
Probably about 30, 40 minutes. I usually make a tea. I don't eat them because they fuck my stomach up. So I usually make a tea.
And just cook and just boil the shit off of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't eat the actual mushroom.
I can't eat the actual mushroom.
Yeah,
fuck
right.
my
So
stomach
you just
up.
taking all of it. What'd you call it again?
Tea.
Start with an S.
What?
The shit on it. Or did you say it start with a C?
Psilocybin.
Yeah. So you just boiling that into a pot of tea.
Yeah.
And it comes off the mushroom. What do you do with the mushroom?
They strain them off, and package them back up, put them in the freezer because you can actually use them a couple of times
And keep getting the shit off of them?
Yeah.
So one sit down of you putting it in a pot and boiling it up in a tea form, you could get another. You could do that once or twice, 2 more times.
I've never done it more than 3 times now.
Damn. I watched the SVU episode like that the other day. He was giving them some tea. The one lady said no, she ain't want it. He went in the room and fucking did that hypnosis shit and raped that hoe.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, but they was drinking tea. They tried to blame it on the tea, and then he went in the room and said, "Is my voice loud and clear to you?" Yes.
That's fucked up.
You're a rag doll now. And then he grabbed the bitch arm and her arm dropped down. She said, "I felt like I couldn't move. He just did what he wanted to do."
That's fucking fucked up.
Yo, if I was a hypnotist, I would drive around hypnotizing all the drug dealers. Think about it.
All the drug dealers?
All the drug dealers.
Now,
I'd ride around the city, yo, bro.
What would you do to the drug dealers?
Nigga, go get all your money right now out of your stash right now. How much money you got in your stash? What? Sit down. I want to try something with you. You want to try? Hey, you ever been hypnotized before? Let me do a trick on y'all. Because, drug dealers is gullible, low key. A drug dealer will try anything out because they think it's free if they ain't got to pay for it. They so used to getting money and having to pay. Walk up on a drug dealer and ask him if you can hypnotize him. Fuck it. Go ahead. It's my voice loud and clear.
Test this theory one day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I would. If I knew how to do it,
yeah.
Go get all the money out the stash right now, nigga, before I slap you.
Oh man, that's pretty fucking crazy.
I never really understood the concept of being a hypnotist. But they did the shit one time over the radio.
No
And
shit.
I didn't realize that he had did it. But it wasn't necessarily that he had hypnotized me.
Mm-hmm.
It was following the direction, which is what made you hypnotized. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're all in the car. He told anybody, he said, hey, if you're driving, don't do this. But if you're not driving, I want everybody to do this. Listen to the sound of my voice right now. Nigga, I hear you. Put your hand on your nose. Touch the tip of your nose. Close your eyes and I want you to visualize yourself down a dark hallway. By the time he got done talking, bro, I was on the side of the road for like 20 minutes. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys were just hypnotized. Now I want you, now, because like he said it though too, like, all right, now put your hand back on your nose, come back out of it. You're back to your regular self. I'm not lying, bro.
That's crazy.
We did that shit, he did that shit live on the radio. I was literally on the side of the road for 20 minutes following this nigga's instructions. Look to your left. You see that rabbit right there? You see that rabbit? Grab it. Grab that rabbit. Did you get that rabbit? Is he white? He should be white with red eyes. How the fuck this nigga know what color this rabbit is? I took the rabbit, by the way. What'd you do? Have you been hypnotized before?
No.
Would you be up to it?
I don't think that I would care. You know, I've seen it's funny because when you talk about being hypnotized, I think about this movie. It's an old school movie. My dad had put me on to it when I was a little kid. It's called JD's Revenge. It takes place in, I believe, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And New Orleans. Takes place in New Orleans.
Recharge.
I believe. This nigga, god damn, nigga, shit. Anyway,
Fuck on it.
But the main character, they one night him and his girlfriend and they friends. They go on a double date to the red light district or whatever, and he get hypnotized. And while he's getting hypnotized, a spirit goes into him. The spirit of a gangster named J.D. Walker. You know what I'm saying? So J.D. Walker basically takes over his body, fucks his girl, all of that shit. Like when he's having sex with his girl, he's not having sex with his girl. J.D. Walker's having sex with his girl because J.D.'s spirit is in his body. Actually, the Boondocks kind of redid this movie in the Stink Meter episode. You remember the Stink Meter episode?
They always doing something.
What did you say, nigga?
Yeah. I
Stink
remember
Meter
it.
episode.
I remember it.
If you've seen the Stink Meter episode, that's the plot to JD's Revenge.
You know, because they was the first niggas to come out with that Fleece Johnson.
Yeah.
I seen him originally in on a documentary.
Yeah.
But when they did it, I'm like, wait, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I like you.
Niggas will watch that motherfucking
And I want
up.
you. Yeah. That nigga
Oh,
Fleece
man.
Johnson, man. He's out of jail right now doing
that
interviews.
nigga's out of jail.
He'd be a funny dude to get up here for an interview. But the funny thing about him is that last interview was suspect.
Yeah.
Because he told the dude that he looked good, and the dude, you could tell the dude got uncomfortable. He's like, nah, I'm being real with you, man. If we was locked up, I'd fuck with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
He too honest.
I like for real.
He's still jail. He's still
I wouldn't want to interview
institutionalized.
this nigga because we might have to beat his ass.
I have to stick that nigga, man.
Like
That
for real,
knife
for real.
smooth in the
man,
side of
you
that
an
nigga.
old man, bro, and I ain't even like I'm not even about to play with you, bro.
Fleece Johnson,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
booty warrior.
Yeah, you are what you are, and you like what you like, man. But you're not going,
I like you, and I want
Yeah,
you.
man. That's you gonna have to take this cane and bust this nigga upside his motherfucking head, man. This nigga just made a pass at me, bro.
Hey, you got anything else for today?
Hey, man, what else you want to talk about, man? What we got, man?
Well, currently you didn't do your normal shout out this morning, this afternoon, this night. The top of the fucking podcast with the
Actually, this podcast, as always, is brought to you by Confident Hair and Studio 17 Salon.
Okay.
The best locticians in the land, bar none, and I'll put money on it against whoever it is that you would like to put money against. That these ladies know they locks and they do it well.
How many of them in there? There's more than one lady in there?
Yes, there's 3 of them.
Oh, it's popping over there.
Yeah, three lovely young ladies. They're always there doing locks, colors. Everybody like their hair hats. We call them hair hats. I call them hair hats anyway.
Bonnet?
Nah, the motherfucking the wigs, man. The
hair
lace,
hats.
The lace fronts, man. The hair hats.
Why you ain't got your dreads colored?
Once
color
upon a
the
time
tips.
once upon a time when they were shorter, they were colored. I actually like 5 or 6 of my locks were blue, and then I just never did that shit again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were blue, then the blue fell out. They were blonde for a while, and actually, that shit then grew out of my hair and like basically fell out. Yeah. But brought to you by Studio 17. They are there 7 days a week. They will tell you they stay booked, man. They stay booked down there, but it's hard to get in. But once you get in, you in. That's one of those. It's one of those things.
Yeah, you get in and you end up in a rotation.
Yeah.
You come in weekly, monthly, however you schedule it out. It's lit.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's just getting in there.
Yeah.
They booked. So y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Booked,
y'all also make sure y'all go check out our social media page. Mine is Toast SR. It's Toast Jones SR. Or you can type up Toast _SR. Toast SR with a space. However you decide you want to do it on Instagram. Y'all can also follow this gentleman to the right of me. Story.
My Instagram is story _TAT, the number 2, story tattoo. That's my Instagram, and my Facebook is Daniel Story Jones. Go ahead and hit me up on Facebook also. Be on the lookout, man. I'm actually working on a saxophone album, man.
Andre 3000 got these niggas tripping.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my first. Get the fuck out of here, man. You some bitch ass nigga fan, man. Goddamn.
Yo, you gonna put beats or anything in the background, or it's just gonna be you playing it?
Nah, actually, so I'm not even gonna lie. I'm actually gonna be looking for people to help me out, feature on it or whatever. I'm gonna call it
instrumental wise. They have to have an instrument that they play.
Nah, man. It's gonna be a jazz hip hop fusion album. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
So I'm gonna want people to come in. You do hip hop. I want people to rap on it.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
So, I was gonna call it the Bastard Son, because I heard this argument once upon a time when I was little that hip hop is the bastard son of jazz. So I felt like I wanted to do a jazz and hip hop fusion album. I always felt like that was a crazy ass saying, that it's the bastard son of jazz and shit. I don't really feel that way. I feel like they cross paths in a lot of ways, but I feel like one definitely birthed the other, but I don't feel like it's the bastard son. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna call this album the Bastard Son. You know what I'm saying?
You got a Twitter?
I don't.
My Twitter's filthy. Please don't follow me on Twitter, because the shit that's going on my Twitter feed is disgusting and crazy. I got fights and porn, and I don't even know why I got both. I really could just do with one or the other, but I want to use that shit more, but it's like, as soon as I get on there, I can't get past. As soon as you flick the phone up and press the X now, because you know it ain't a bird no more, it's an X.
Yeah.
As soon as you press the X, porn is on mine right there.
Yo, when did Twitter turn into Tumblr? You remember Tumblr?
Oh, that was X videos. That was Hamster.
Tumblr was fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
They cleaned it up a whole lot.
Reddit? Is that how you pronounce that other shit?
Reddit?
Oh
man.
my God.
Yo, no.
That shit's a cesspool.
Reddit is clean. You ever been on 4chan?
No. What's that?
4chan is like Slab City. It's
Slab?
You never heard of Slab City?
On Rims from Houston.
Nah, Slab City is Slab City is a town in the United States where there's no laws, there's no police department.
Why the fuck am I in New York?
Yeah, it's in Southern California, I believe.
Slab City.
Yeah, Slab City.
What do they do there?
It's
Grand Theft Auto.
It's not like that. It's like a wanderer's town. You know what I'm saying? But it is lawless. Like fucked up shit does happen. But it's a wanderer's town. They don't have any laws. They don't have a police department. They don't have none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even pass through that motherfucker. Then.
Nah, you could go through there. They're actually very welcoming. It's just that they have a way that they live or whatever, and you just assimilate into what they got.
Oh, you need to go there with a gun.
You probably should.
Slab City? How you spell it?
Slab City. How do you spell slab?
Hold on.
Look it up on YouTube, man.
Oh no, I'm gonna save the name because I'm in the wrong state. Slab City, city in California.
I believe it's in California.
Yeah.
It came up.
Yeah. It's got about 12 houses out there, man.
Huh?
About 12 houses out here, man.
Slab City. Slab City is huge, man.
Let me see.
Actually.
Let me ask what the population is. The population is 150 residents.
150 like permanent residents? Is that what it says?
Home to about 150 residents a year, year round, and roughly 4,000 in the winter months.
I was gonna say because Slab City is big, bro. There's probably 150 people that live there permanently, but there's people that filter in through Slab City throughout the year, all year. Like there's.
Oh, it's a homeless town.
I just told you it's a wanderers.
Yeah, them niggas is nomads, man. Them niggas are sleeping in RVs.
It's actually watch some of the videos. It's some crazy shit, man. I mean, it's one of those things. It's probably not for everybody, obviously, but it's just one of those things.
You been there?
Nah.
Where would you go?
I would go.
How long would you stay?
I'd go out there for a week and do tattoos or some shit like that.
I'm not doing no tattoos.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm going for. I'm going for that slab.
This nigga's a up ass motherfucker. This nigga be doing way too.
I'm not going down there for no fucking work. I don't intend on working. It don't sound like our money's worth anything there.
Nah, it's not like but it's one of those places where like
choke 2-3
like
niggas
you're
out.
definitely gonna have some motherfuckers down there that's heavily on fucking drugs. You're definitely gonna have some motherfuckers down there that's like super artsy and just live off the land type shit. You're gonna have them type of motherfuckers. You're gonna have.
I would like to do that though.
Like it's.
How you feel about that type of lifestyle? Would you be willing to do it?
If I never had children, that's probably what I would have been.
Living off the land.
I probably would have been like hitchhiking through motherfucking like Europe or something like that, high on mushrooms.
Backpacking.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for being honest. That's transparent as fuck, by the way. That's fucking. I'd be fucking backpacking through Europe. I'd be backpacking.
Yo, I mean, come on, man.
I'd be fucking back. I'm not laughing at your dreams. I'm laughing at your fucking.
It's not even a dream. It's just the truth, bro. It's like
I'm not laughing at what you. I'm laughing at what you said, not your vision of it. That's fucking crazy. I'd be backpacking through Europe. This nigga is crazy. Yo, you got a sword collection?
I do.
Still? Currently? You have one currently?
Yeah.
How many swords you think you got? Sword or knife, nigga? What are you? Are you a sword nigga or are you a knife collector?
Both.
Okay, so how many you got all together? Sword and knife.
I've given knives away. I probably got like 30 or 40 knives like in my little collection, and I have a nice collection of swords. I've never actually sat and counted my swords and stuff.
You got like swords, you know what I'm saying? Like Gallagher type, you know?
Yeah, I have one in my station that came from Spain. That my
you need
brother.
to sharpen that motherfucker. That shit look dull.
I mean, it's an old conquistador sword. I would fuck it up if I was it Conquistador? I don't remember. It came from Spain. My brother-in-law gave it to me, and I know that if I sharpen it, I'll fuck up the value. So that's why it just is what
You think
it
it's
is.
worth something?
It might be, possibly, yeah.
Let me tell you, I was looking at some shit. I'm not really a sword guy, but I have been buying knives. I had a knife the other day in the corner store. I'm like, yo, y'all don't even know. Y'all selling shit like this, man. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all selling. Them Arab stores just be having shit.
Yeah.
Bro, this knife was a fucking, this shit flicked out, and it was long as a bitch. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, what are y'all selling? They selling this shit to whoever want it. Kids, all that.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers
Nah,
slow.
you could definitely fuck around and go in the Arab store in Rochester, New York, and walk out with a $20 felony easily.
Because it's got to be the length of your hand, correct?
Yeah.
Is it the length of your hand, palm up towards fingers, or palm across?
I don't know.
I've always questioned that. I mean, it looks like it's the same size.
I know
though,
that
honestly.
if you're over the age of 18, if you're over the age of 18 and you have a sheath for the knife and you have your ID on you, the knife is legal.
Sheath?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, the holder.
Yeah. But it has to be a fixed blade. If it's a fixed blade knife or whatever, like you can have a machete in your car. If it's in a sheath or whatever, you know, and it has to be visible. You can't have it concealed or nothing like that. Like, so if it's a long ass knife and it's in a sheath, you can't have that shit like tucked inside of your pants. And it has to be on the outside. It has to be visible where people can fucking see it or whatever. But it's that is legal.
Yeah. Okay.
I caused the huddle one day when I was younger. I was like 19, man. They was about to take me down for that fucking knife, man. But I swear to God, I never forget. I was like, yo, man, you gotta give me my knife back. And he was like, what you mean? I was like, yo, I got an ID, and that knife was in the sheath when you took it. It was on display. I wasn't concealing it. I
What'd he
felt
say?
smart, man, with my dumb ass.
What do you say to that?
Yo, I caused the huddle. I swear to God. I swear to you, I'll never forget this shit. 3 or 4 of them, they all got these little law books that they carry on them. I swear to you.
Who is they?
You know who, RPD, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
They had these little law books. I promise you. They all huddled up, was looking at it, and they was like, well, we gotta let him go. He did not want to hand me my knife back.
They never want to do anything that makes it look wrong.
He's like, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the knife and I'm gonna put it here, and you could grab it when we drive away. I swear to God.
It's tough.
But I avoided going to jail that day because I knew that my knife was legal. That.
I prefer a knife over a gun, though. I don't mind guns, but I'm just saying, knives are a little bit more accessible for
I
me.
mean, I'm a felon. All I can have is a knife anyway, so that's probably what I'm gonna have on me.
I don't mind a knife. I like knives over guns because knives seem more personal. You know, when you got that knife on you, man, and you niggas go home and think about, damn, I should have never let that nigga get that car. When you got a gun, it's kind of like, oh man, that nigga was shooting from down the street. When you got that knife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, before we get out of here one more time, y'all make sure y'all go check out the YouTube page, KISS Studio Pod. That's KISSSTUDIOPOD on YouTube. Studio
on
Pod.
Spotify, of course. We always on Spotify every week.
Every week.
We're working on other platforms. Actually, hopefully we'll be able to make that happen this week. We definitely gonna look into that, getting ourselves on other platforms and all of that. Like I said, all of our episodes cataloged. We won't be deleting anything. And let us know if we should start a Patreon. You know, I was thinking about that. They asked us if we wanted to start a Patreon or whatever. And you know, tell us what we should react to next week. You know what I'm saying? Give us some feedback.
On the page, we're gonna be doing reaction videos. I'm trying to get into it myself. I actually went on my YouTube page recently and I was just like updating it, making it a little bit more updated. And I was like, man, I'm gonna try this. I put a couple shorts together. So we got shorts on our YouTube page. We got what's your YouTube page, by the way?
My YouTube page is Tattoo Music. Got some reaction videos up there. I like reacting to comedy videos, anything that you know.
You want to spell that out for the people? Is it just
Tattoo
regular music? Is it regular music?
T-A-T. Oh wow, goddamn, niggas been drinking. TATTOOMUZIK.
ZIK. See, that's why I asked. Because it ain't the regular. Okay.
Yeah, man, check me out on there. I don't really got a lot of shorts except for me painting on there and shit like that. I'm trying to get more consistent with my YouTube content and shit like that or whatever. But you know, we're gonna talk about that in a few, man. We'll get into that in a minute. But definitely, I know I've been teasing it, talking about it for weeks. The format change is coming. We still working on everything, trying to make sure that you know that is all situated or whatever. But as always, I appreciate everybody that's been listening, and you know what I'm saying, and, on job, in your truck, you know, at your store, at your desk, even though you know you shouldn't have your motherfucking phone at your desk.
Shouldn't be doing it.
You know,
Hey, we appreciate y'all. This is Toast SR. Like I said, follow me on all social media. Toast, TOAST-SR.
and I am Story Hendrix. Peace as always.
Peace as always. And let me press this before we go.
Get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, go lay down.
He said, get the fuck out of here and go lay down. Hey, in a minute, y'all. You already know.
Love is love. Peace.